Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is March 25th, 2022. So yesterday we got beat bad yesterday with the Duke game. They defeated, I don't remember who they played. The Texas Tech Red Raiders. You know, we was misled by the 39 ritual yesterday, but it makes sense why they won. I think what they're trying to do is, being that this is Mike Krzyzewski's last season, they're probably finally going to have that Duke versus North Carolina matchup in the Final Four. So I think that's what they're setting this up for that. But, you know, it is what it is. We're not going to win them all, you know. But, you know, this knowledge, it does help you win more than you lose, you know. Your average handicapper is probably like 50%, and that's a pretty decent handicapper in Vegas. When you incorporate the language of gematria into your decoding, into your sports handicapping, it's going to jump up from 50 to at least 60 to 70, or probably even more than that. And that's the beauty of knowing this knowledge. Now, today the Tar Heels are the favorites over actually they're the underdogs over the Bruins. The Bruins are 2.5 point favorites, as you guys can see right here. And I'm going to give out this pick for free because I think I owe it to you guys because of what happened yesterday. I told you guys to bet on Texas Tech and they lost. So I feel like I owe you guys this pick. So, you know, I don't usually put out picks for free on YouTube. They usually go on the Patreon. Every now and then I come on YouTube and give out a pick for free. But since we was wrong yesterday, I definitely owe you guys this one. So let's start with Mike. So I guess his name is Mick Cronin, the head coach of the UCLA Bruins. Notice his birthday is July 17th, right? 17/7. The Jesuit order all over him. But this is what I want you guys to notice. He has a career record of 433 and 200. Now, 433, that's the 84th prime number. And today happens to be the 84th day of the year. And notice he has 200 losses. So if he gets one more loss, how many losses will he have? Oh, he'll have that magical number. He'll have 201 losses. So his record will be 433, when that's the 84th prime number, and 201 after today's game if he loses to the Tar Heels. And again, this is the guy that was born on 17/7. For those of you that may be new here, you know, the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus, same thing. They are the ones that control the rigging of these games, you know, from college to professional sports. They're the ones that are incorporating the language of gematria into the outcomes of the games. This is why, you know, our friend Mick Cronin sits on 433 losses 433 wins with 200 losses, because they want to line him up to have this record. You know, the 433 and 201. So that's what I think is going to happen. But that's not everything. Looking at the North Carolina head coach, his name is Hubert Davis, and I think this game is going to be a huge tribute to Hubert Davis, because in gematria, if you notice, his name has the 129 gematria using the alphabetic order, and his name is 48 using the rules of numerology. Now, the Tar Heels, I want you guys to notice this. So look at the record. Let's see if I can pull it up. I want you guys to notice the Tar Heels record in the tournament. I see here that they have 128 victories, but I want to show you guys how many losses they have. Oh, here it is. So I don't know if you guys, hopefully you guys can see this, but right now the Tar Heels are 128 and 48 in the tournament. So think about if they win. Wouldn't they become 129 and 48? Like the gematria of Hubert Davis, the head coach of the Tar Heels. Again, this is a big tribute to Hubert Davis. I do expect the Tar Heels to defeat the Bruins. I know a lot of you like, oh, but you was wrong yesterday. You guys, if I give you guys 20 picks, I'm probably going to be wrong like 3 or 4 times. So, don't expect me to go 20 for 20. It's just not going to happen. But again, I'm going to be right more often than not. But yeah, so the name Hubert Davis and Gematria is 129-48. And if the Tar Heels win today, that can be their record in the tournament. 129 wins with 48 losses. How perfect would that be? And that's not everything. Michael Jordan, who was supposed to be considering joining the UCLA Bruins back in his college days. So we have the team that turned him down, the UCLA Bruins versus his former team, the Tar Heels. And they're playing each other exactly on his 37th day of his age. And that is a huge number with Michael Jordan, by the way. His surname Jordan is 37. So how perfect for the Tar Heels to advance on Michael Jordan's 37th day of his age. And that will keep UCLA on 113 tournament wins. See if I can pull up UCLA's. And Michael Jordan is 113, like the National Basketball Association. Let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. So, this is one of the difficult parts about doing this research. You have to, find these stats, and you want it to be accurate. But right now, the Bruins have 113 wins in the tournament, and that is a Michael Jordan number, right? Michael Jordan is 113, like the National Basketball Association. So on his 37th day of his age, when his surname Jordan is 37, the UCLA Bruins can remain on 113 wins in the tournament. All right. And again, the Tar Heels will become 129-48, and then drop Mick Cronin and give him his 201st career loss on the 84th day of the year. The numbers that are connected to Jesuit order. Again, the guy born on 17/7. His record would be 201-433. So hopefully you guys can make some money off this. The Tar Heels are kind of big underdogs. Plus 130 last time I saw it. So you bet 100, you make $130. That's not bad. So let's see what else they do with Hubert Davis. See how often they talk about this guy and what he means to the North Carolina and blah, blah, blah. Look at all these headlines that came out just in a matter of days talking about this guy. Hubert Davis earning money and recognition. Hubert Davis. Going to the Final Four was my number one experience as a player. Well, and that's going to be another experience for you as a coach as well, I guess. Mockery. Hubert Davis nominated for 4 National Coaching Awards. Hubert Davis saw the light through the darkness for North Carolina. I bet he did. Probably because his name is 129-48. Hubert Davis speaks with Justin Jackson and Taylor Vipolis. All right, so let's see if they finally have that matchup, Duke versus North Carolina in the Final Four. I think that's what they're setting up what they're setting this up for. This is Mike Krzyzewski's farewell tour, so I thought yesterday was gonna be his last game. 39 days after his birthday, the Tar Heels could have, the Blue Devils could have picked up their 39th loss in the tournament. And when Blue Devils is 39, but I guess not. I guess this is about shipping them off the right way with a legendary career. Maybe a loss in the Final Four, maybe. Mike Krzyzewski is just not anybody. I should have thought about that. He means a lot to this league, the NCAA. But let me see what you guys think. Yeah, it was definitely a bait. We got baited. So John Anderson says, I told you yesterday Duke was going to win. Now, I'm telling you, UCLA is going to win. Your decoding is wrong, bro. You see, that's why, the only reason I read your comment is because there's not a lot of comments there. But, comments like that is just like, you're showing how unintelligent you really are. I told you they was going to win. I mean, what did you tell me? That they was going to win? So you think just because you're saying that the Blue Devils are going to win, that's going to influence me to pick them? Like, where's your decode? Where's your evidence? Why? Tell me the reason why you had the Blue Devils winning yesterday. Let me guess. Thursday equals 100 and Mike Krzyzewski picked up his 100th tournament win. It's easy to see that after the fact. But was you going to go with that over the 39 ritual? Well, the possible 39 ritual? I don't think so. So if you want to, challenge me, it's okay, but at least provide a decode. Say, you know what, Arthur, Thursday equals 100, and Mike Krzyzewski can pick up his 100th tournament win tomorrow. You should consider that. Don't just say Duke is going to win, and now you're saying, well, UCLA is going to win. I mean, why? Tell me a reason. Tell me a reason why they're going to win. Tell me why UCLA is going to win. Why the Bruins are not going to be, the Tar Heels are not going to become 129-48. On Michael Jordan's 37th day of his age. Tell me why Mike Cronin is not going to pick up his 201st loss on the 84th day of the year when those are the Jesuit numbers. And 433 happens to be the 84th prime number. I mean, tell me something that is going to convince me that your decode is way more stronger than what I'm showing you. I don't want to hear, oh, you're wrong. Like, what? Somebody says the Texas Tech Red Raiders coach picked up his 100th D1 loss. He did? I don't think so. I think that's not right. Mark Adam, he was not on maybe D1. I mean, how do you even find that? Oh, I see what you're saying. His overall, I thought you said his D1. I mean, all of it is D1. So you mean like he picked up his 100th loss of his career, I guess, yesterday? Okay. That makes sense. You see, if you would have showed me this yesterday, I probably would have, considered it. I at least stood away from the game because it was definitely double coded. I definitely missed this right here. But again, I don't like the days of the week. It's effective, but I won't put $1,000 on a riddle with Thursday equals 100. I mean, I'm not gonna put $100 on that. I need something way stronger than that. Like this, this is worth me putting $100, $200, $300 on. I have a different way of decoding than you guys. I'm not saying you guys are wrong and that I'm right. I'm just saying that I do things differently. There's certain things that stand out to me that may not stand out to you guys. Like, I don't know. What about the John Madden skit? Losers locker room equaling the same thing as Joseph Lee Burrow. That's pretty decent. That's pretty strong. Saying, yeah, the Tiger. I mean, that's not really, that's not going to convince me. I need you guys to show me something deeper, something like obvious and concrete like this. Going, typing in the day of the week and saying, oh, look, because I guarantee you, like, you're probably going to find a 116 that can play for either side. You're probably going to find a 35 that can play for either side. So how is this really helping you? Thursday equals 100. Thursday equals 100. But yeah, you're saying that because they lost, and now you're realizing that maybe this fits in there to help you, with your case. But before the game is played, and you're decoding the game, are you typing in the day of the week and saying, you know what? I'm gonna put $1,000 on this team because Thursday equals 100. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. I mean, after the game is over, yes, you'll say, well, the reason they won is because Thursday equals 100. Like, I will never put my money on the gematria of the day of the week. Now, I know 35 plays allowed on Thursdays, and yesterday's was more evidence of that. We've seen a lot of 35 rituals in hockey yesterday. But there's other things that, I will look at. Like the gematria of the... Like, look at this. The reason yesterday we had Blue Devils losing is because, look, Texas Tech Red Raiders, it equals 307. So they could have became 30-7 for the season. They became 31-6, a biblical number, right? 316. But, this has been effective because think about what happened with the Gonzaga game. I forget who these people be playing sometimes. So, okay, Arkansas Razorbacks, okay. So, look, when you write out Arkansas, what's wrong with my writing today? Arkansas Razorbacks. You see how it equals 288 in the reverse alphabetic order? They became 28-8 yesterday. But what I'm starting to realize with college is a little different than professional sports. You see, usually in professional sports, the opposing team will be affected by that 288. That's why I thought the Blue Devils was going to become 30-7 because the opponent had the 307 connection. But college is a little bit different. What they seem to be doing in college is, the name of the team is probably going to be their record. The gematria of the team's name will usually be their record. Like last year, remember when Gonzaga lost to the Baylor Bears in the championship game? Gonzaga fell to 31-1, and notice what Gonzaga Bulldogs equals. They equal 64, right? They finished the season last year 31-1, which is the 64th prime number. So it's not like, okay, so let's say, for example, the Bears have a 30-0 record. I wouldn't bet on them to become 30-1. Because what they seem to be doing is, the gematria of the team is going to affect the team and not the opponent. And that's what I'm starting to realize in college. College is a little bit different. So this is why when you're decoding, different sports, you can't apply the same rules. You can't say Thursday equals 35 in college because it's not gonna. They don't rig the games probably that way in college. 35 is probably effective in hockey, or maybe in basketball, but it's not gonna be effective throughout all the leagues. So every league is just scripted differently, and this is a fact. I've noticed this. I've been doing this a long time, you guys. I'm not just talking out of my ass. But yeah, so maybe they did the 100 Thursday equals 100, but I guarantee you there's other reasons why. And the bigger narrative is that I think they're setting up the Blue Devils to play the Tar Heels in the Final Four, because this is his farewell tour, Mike Krzyzewski's. And I don't think the Blue Devils have ever played the Tar Heels in the Final Four. I think they've never played each other. I could be mistaken about that though. But yeah, a lot of you, it's not all about the numbers. You see, that's how I could tell. It's not all about the numbers. You see, this is why I can't even waste my time with you. You're saying that it's not all about the numbers. It's absolutely all about the numbers. Literally all about the numbers. There's nothing else that matters. Like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? You want to know about Purdue and St. Peter's? Well, those picks, if I do give out any additional picks today, it's going to be on Patreon. The only reason I'm giving out this pick for free is because I was wrong yesterday on the Duke game, and I think I owe this to you guys. So this is why I'm giving it out for free. But this is the big underdog. You're going to make a lot of money if the Tar Heels do win. Now, something that did you see? This is what I mean. Like, when I see stuff like this is so weak to me. You see how UCLA equals 26-10? The Tar Heels can fall to 26-10 tomorrow. Well, today actually. You see, that's weak. And again, a lot of you, they're cold that way, but I don't. This is a weak ass riddle. Now, if the entire name of the team, UCLA Bruins, and let's say like the coach is 38-69, and UCLA Bruins is 39-69, then I might pick the Bruins to win. Or that's a riddle that plays a lot. Like the entire name of the team, and then the gematria of the both reduction ciphers. If it could affect the win and loss record on the same day. Like think about what they did with Michael Boynton, right? This is a riddle that we caught a few years ago. I think it was 2020 now. Probably like 2 years ago. So you see how Michael Boynton is the head coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And I remember this game because it was on February 22nd. Notice his name is 222. He picked up his 66th career victory. And the Cowboys improved to 15-6 for the season. And then their opponent that they lost with 69 points. So they're definitely using the head coach's name gematria to script the games. This is why I'm telling you. Today, Hubert Davis. His name is 129 and 48. And that could be the Tar Heels record if they win in the tournament. 129 and 48. But this was a solid riddle right here with Michael Boynton. On February 22nd, on 2/22, he picks up his 66 win. And the team becomes 15-6. Actually, I'm going to see if I can find that blog post for you guys. I know I've spoken about this before. That's actually one of my favorite riddles because I made the most money that day. I hit for like $9,000 that day. See if I can find it. So look at his record. This was like 2 years ago. Actually, let's see. Actually, this was like last year, 2021. But notice the date, February 22nd, 2021, right? 222. He had his name is Michael Boynton. He had 65 wins for his career. So he picked up his 66th win on 222. And then the Cowboys became 15-6. See? Look it over here. And the opponent, the Red Raiders, how funny the Red Raiders lost that day as well. The Red Raiders lost with 69 points. The gematria of his name. So big tribute. And then the big players in that game was these two players, number 22 and number 2 on February 22nd. Mockery, man. Mockery. And it was also 36 days after his birthday when 666 is the 36th triangular number. Big 666 ritual. And notice the predicted score by this website, 66.6 to 66.6. But if you notice here, the Oklahoma State Cowboys were 3-point underdogs that game. So this is one of my favorite riddles of all time because not only did I make a lot of money, this was a huge underdog, and I've never seen it this clean where all 4 values get used in one game. So this was a very clean riddle. So I expect something similar today from Hubert Davis. And I don't know, we might see another 69 in there somewhere. I haven't figured out what that 168 is about, though. We'll find out sooner or later. Maybe there's 168 points in that game. Who knows? $168 combined points, I mean. It's possible. Maybe a final score of 69-99, something like that. They win by 30 points. Appreciate that, Gematria report. Thanks a lot. So I'll leave it there. Good luck today. Hopefully you guys can recover from yesterday's losses. And let's see if this 129-48 ritual comes through. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and enjoy the game if you're going to watch it. And hopefully you guys make some money. Take care.